by the authority vested in me by the Senate of York University, I hereby confer on you the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, admitto te ad gradum.
Chancellor Motri, President Sukri, faculty and staff, honored guests, graduates and parents, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to you all. I'm truly honored to be here with you on the occasion of the convocation ceremony of our prestigious university with a glorious 52 history behind it and over 250,000 alumni across the globe. I take this opportunity to thank York University and its board for bestowing upon me the honor of Doctor of Laws. Credit for this goes to my beloved wife, my other family members, and GMR employees for their sacrifice, dedication, strong support in my journey of over 3 decades. Dear graduating students, my congratulations to each one of you, your families and friends. I am well aware how special this day is for you. On this occasion, my mind goes back to my own passing out day 35 years back as I graduated in mechanical engineering in 1972. I had no clue about how my future would unfold. I would like to share my journey with you, which may be of some assistance to you in our own journey as entrepreneurs or professionals. India achieved political independence in 1947, but the market was tightly controlled by licenses and permits by the government. There was no economic independence. My restless mind took me through the difficult path from a village boy to a student leader, to a trader, to a manufacturer, to a banker, to an infrastructure developer. It is not a matter of choice, but a matter of compulsion if one has to live one's dream. I started 28 businesses depending on the license I would get. It was not easy at all. Finally, in 1991, the tide turned in India and economic liberalization took place. The enabling environment allowed me to make a big bets and focus on infrastructure sector for the long run. Subsequently, I exited all 28 businesses one by one, keeping my emotions in check. I was an offspring of economic transformation in India. I have been fortunate to be leading a team that helped create the world's 5th largest private airports operator, one of the largest private players in power generation and highways development and urban centers in India, with a presence in 8 countries. Today, we are developing 13 different projects at the same time in different locations because we have created people and process bandwidth through institution building effort over several years. GMR Group, true to its motto of creating tomorrow today, ventured into businesses where it was the first mover, first for the group, first for the industry, and first for country. We went on to build 2 of the largest airports, Hyderabad and Delhi, creating history in Indian aviation in terms of airport service quality that rank among the very best in the world. Experts from the Beijing International Airport came to see how we could achieve such a huge project in such a short time, conforming to world-class quality. Recently, Chairman of International Air Transport Association called it a miracle. This has been GMR, a brief story. Dear students, being the alumni of the prestigious York University, the planet will be your playing ground. As you step out of the university, you will see two-speed world where the center of gravity is shifting from the west to the east. Your degree confers an even greater responsibility upon you than it did upon your seniors, say 15 or 20 years ago. As you go out of this hall, you shall be York's representatives, not just in Canada or just in North America, but in the entire flat world. You may join Research in Motion today, but tomorrow you may be running their global growth business in China, Romania, or Kenya. You may join Bombardier today, but for the selling more aircrafts, you may be researching new markets in Israel, South Africa, or the Far East. In a dynamic world where change and a global interdependence are the norm, you will hardly have much choice of nationality of your peers, boss, or team members, and a little choice of your geography. In this global village, significant unlearning and new learning will be required for any entrepreneur or professional like you. In the last 35 years, as I built my business, I came across a variety of people and situations. I too have my failures and I have my learnings. As I look back, I find that fundamentally a positive attitude and 7 important values have made GMR Group rise from virtually zero to where it is today. These may hold some relevance to you as you embark upon your own journey of discovery in your own work life. The foundation of 7 values is humility, the ability to understand your areas of improvement, the ability to listen to others. For GMR, our humility helped us succeed in ventures where we had no prior experience. Humility helped us gain the trust of stakeholders even in situations of high stress and anxiety. From humility comes the opening to learning. Our second value, learning, encourages us to nurture active curiosity, to question, to share, and improve. From learning as individuals, we graduate to working in teams and build enduring relationships, which is our third value. GMR embraced partnership with Ego. We manage large cross-cultural and international teams successfully. Humility, learning, teamwork lead to respecting people and their points of view, which is our fourth value. In GMR, we encourage people even at the junior-most level to express their opinions freely. We have employees from all corners of our large country and across the world working together harmoniously. Our fifth value is delivering our promises. That is what one's credibility is all about. For example, each one of our projects, including our airport in Istanbul and various power projects, has always been completed ahead of time. It is one language every single culture in the world understands. Delivering on promises, promise of time, promise of quality, promise of price, whatever the promise, it is the only way to credibility in a competitive world. Our sixth value is entrepreneurship. We seek opportunities and they are everywhere. It helps us to take calculated risks, gives us courage to enter areas of business new to us, new to the country, thereby creating new benchmarks. Finally, here is a thought I would like to leave you with, our seventh value. There are over 900 million people, about 1 in 7 persons on this planet, who go hungry every day. The number of poor people has sharply increased since the last 15 years. As I succeed in life, count your blessings. Spare some time and effort in giving back to society, which is our seventh value. During my own journey, I have always tried to give back to society in different ways, starting with establishing a primary school in my village in 1978, when I was a small businessman. Since then, with 2 to 3% of profits every year being earmarked for social entrepreneurship, I set up GMR Lakshmi Foundation, a not-for-profit, a professional-run, independent company present in 22 locations, focused on education, healthcare, vocational training for jobless youth, and community development for the underserved. About a month back, I endowed the entire portion of my personal wealth to the foundation so that they do not suffer from lack of funds even beyond my lifetime. I believe the joy of giving is a gift of God. Meeting with the great philanthropist, Ms. Seymour Skulik, this time, I was truly impressed and further motivated in this pursuit of giving. These 7 values have been the bedrock of our growth trajectory despite various challenges. This brings me to impact positive attitude makes to one's personal life and one's career. Let me now share a small story. A poor man lives with his 2 sons in a one-room apartment. His wife had died many years back. Every night he comes back home drunk, creates a nuisance. The elder son quietly leaves, settles down under a street lamp and studies. The younger son also leaves and does not return the whole night. This becomes an everyday routine. With the passage of time, the 2 boys grow up. One day, the elder son is giving the best citizen of the town award. On the same day, sadly, his younger brother is caught stealing and is put in a prison. The younger son is asked, "What made you like this?" He replies, "My father was a drunkard. I had lost my mother at very young age. No one was there to take care of me, and I lost my way. My father is responsible for my failure." Someone asked the elder son, "What made you successful?" He replies, "My father was an alcoholic. We were very poor. I decided that I should not be like my father. So I studied hard to make a better life. I am ever grateful to my father for showing me not to be like him." Now, as you can see, the same situation viewed differently depending on your attitude. Let us not blame or make excuses. We always have a tendency to blame others for our shortcomings. When we do that, we make someone else responsible for our lives. The moral of the story is we have to take responsibility for our lives. We must learn to use what life gives us and not blame our families or our circumstances. Secondary influences may come from anywhere, but the primary influence are primarily our own attitude. It is this positive attitude that has prevented us at GMR from complaining about difficult situation and blaming others. For the construction of Delhi's Terminal 3, we had contend with 58 government departments. Looking back to India's pre-reform days with its own set of challenges and to post-reform days with an entirely new set of challenges, our positive attitude helped us in moving from tactical approach to strategic approach in building our businesses. Positive attitude coupled with the 7 values helped me in accomplishing whatever little I could till now, which I thought of sharing with you. My dear graduates, what truly matters is how you evolve as successful human beings. If your means are value-based, the end is always heartening. I thought I will share with you my own journey so far. I wish you all to follow a path of success, not only your careers, also your personal journey. I have no doubt that you will be the value-based global citizens who will shape the world tomorrow. Before I close, I must say we at GMR take a great pride in associating with the prestigious Schulich School of Business by signing a long-term agreement to set up a management school in Hyderabad India, in the GMR Aerotropolis with a direct access to Hyderabad International Airport. On this very special day for you, I extend my congratulations once again to each one of you and your families on reaching a glorious milestone in our personal life today. Enjoy the moments. Thank you.